Hello friends! It's Mikkel. I'm standing in a slightly different spot. First off, because I just had to do a self-tape where my kitchen was in the background. Second, I just sold my dining room table. So where I'm standing right now used to be a dining room table, but now there's nothing because I just bought a big one. I'll do a new apartment tour once I kind of change some things up. Very excited about that. But today, I don't really know how many people will care to watch this video, but I got a request for it. And I was like, you know, that's a good idea. Let's chat about it. I wanted to chat about how you balance life. So if you don't know me, I do a lot. I am in school full-time, actually more than full-time because I'm graduating early. I have a night job as a server. I pursue acting. I volunteer at my church. I'm currently wedding planning / seeing my fiance who lives over an hour away. I frequently work for, Tastemade and other freelance type jobs. I just kind of overwhelm myself sometimes, in a good way though. And how I do that while still maintaining sanity, I have learned a few tricks throughout the years. One, I would say this is the biggest, most important tip, is to learn when you're most productive mentally versus physically. For example, there's many studies that research that your best work hours are when you first wake up in the morning. I believe there's some people that might not be morning people and that might not be true. Some people are night owls and they just work best at night, but just learn yourself. I'm a morning person. I'm totally a morning person. So I will set my alarm pretty early, like maybe 6, 7, depending on how much time I have and how many things I have to do. And I will use that time to get all of my mental work done, AKA schoolwork. So I will do 4 or 5 hours of schoolwork, and by that time it's only 10 a.m. and be good for the day because my brain is crisp, my brain is sharp. Then the middle of the day is dedicated to things that I might have to have the most social energy. So I've spent the morning being productive mentally, and the middle of the day is usually auditions, which I have to be presentable, I have to be friendly, I have to be chatty, and other things such as running errands, working out. I've noticed that the middle of the day is the best time for me. The end of the day is usually where I start to slack, and that's where I need to be held accountable and have almost no choice. And so that's why I have a night job. When you're at work, you have to be your best. Someone is watching you, someone is paying you hourly. And so that works best for me to have a night job. And that's just what I've learned about myself. So my brain works best in the morning, my attitude works best in the middle of the day, and I need someone to hold me accountable at night. And so learning that and tailoring your schedule around that is very helpful. Another thing is treating yourself by multitasking. Obviously, you're gonna need rest days. You're gonna need to rest, it's very important, but I do see a lot of my friends that might over-rest, if that makes sense, to the point of almost being a little bit lazy. And I personally am a person where I budget fun time on the weekends. That's when I see my fiance, we go do something fun, and that's restful for my soul for me. But I pretty much don't turn on the TV unless I'm doing physical work around the house. If I'm folding laundry, if I'm cleaning up, if I'm doing something that doesn't require my brain and I can listen in the background, I'll have the TV on. Otherwise, I don't turn it on unless I've gotten everything done on my to-do list for the day. Same thing goes for going to the beach. Sometimes I just want to go to the beach in the middle of the week. And if I do that, I will bring a book I need to read. I will bring lines I have to learn. I will go in workout clothes and do crunches and sit-ups on the beach like a crazy person. But I'm still at the beach, so I'm still so excited I'm there, and I'm getting something else done off my to-do list. To-do lists, speaking of which, are so helpful to me. You might not be a list person, but I am such a list person. So almost every night before I go to bed, I will show you today's list. Can you see that? Last night I did this at 11 o'clock at night, and I will sit in bed before I go to sleep. If I don't write things down, I will wake up in the middle of the night and worry that I'm gonna forget to do it, or I will dream about it and do it in my dreams, which who likes to dream about doing tasks? No one. So I will write it out. I will then sort it from order of importance and order of the day as it makes sense to me. So for example, this morning I needed to, we have premarital on Saturday, and so I needed to read a couple chapters for that and do a little bit of homework for that, and that was the only mental thing I needed to do this morning, so I wrote that first. And then review homework and get ahead on homework. And then the middle of the day stuff started kind of happening. So I worked out, wrote that down, showered, got ready, and then I had a self-tape and I wanted to film this before I go out and do errands. So I formatted all of that based off of how I knew I would get it done the best on a list the night before, and something just feels so good about the little green check mark emoji, getting to put that next to your to-do list and being like, it's done. How lovely. I'm a little bit crazy because maybe I like to get things done more than the average person. So tonight, my reward to myself for getting through my checklist is being able to organize my closet. I'm fully aware that's not normal and a little weird and maybe concerning. My closet, the state of it is really bothering me right now, and I haven't had time to organize it. So I'm like, if you get everything done, you can organize your closet. How fun is that? So rewarding yourself, probably not in the way that I reward myself, is also a really good way to motivate yourself to get things done too. So that's kind of more motivation focused on getting things done, which I'm pretty good at naturally. Some people aren't. One thing I'm bad at though is the balance, is learning to say no. I'm just now learning to say no to things that I don't want to do or I shouldn't do because I have priorities, and prioritizing is very important. And work-life balance is so important to me. So like I said, during the week, I pretty much just try to focus. I will turn the TV on if I am doing something around the house as some sort of treat. Sometimes I'll take a 20-minute nap to reset, but also I try to give myself those weekends with Brooke, doing fun things, giving myself something to look forward to. And so for example, if my night job, which is very flexible, asks me to work on a weekend, I'm just now learning how to say no. No, that's not my time to work. That's my time to be with my loved one, spend time with him, grow our relationship, reset for the next week, things like that. So learning how to say no has been a struggle for me, but has really helped me. And some people are better at that than others. Some people are better at being motivated than others. These are just what I'm learning right now. So that's just a very short little video about how I get things done, how I try to balance life. And maybe it was helpful, maybe it wasn't, but you know, taking a request. So I'm here for you. If there's any other videos that sound interesting and fun, let me know. I will do it. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to press subscribe, I'm kind of thinking of doing more cooking videos soon. I haven't tried one in this kitchen setup yet. Thanks for watching all the way through, guys. I need to go put on my ring. Whoa!